Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel of Global Government Modernization Program. Today, I'm going to show you how to solve climate change. This is a fully developed solution to the climate change without eliminating fossil fuel. People around the world are easy to put the blames on oil companies as the main source of problems regarding climate change. Political leaders are quick to respond with actions like shutting down oil pipelines. The negative effect is simply job losses that affected families and communities. With a lifetime of global research and gaining deep understanding of government leaders' lack of ability to provide real solutions, I will provide you all the proper analysis, solutions, and programs. Number one, to protect the jobs in the gas and oil industry. Prove to all of you that the significant rising of greenhouse emission can now be reduced. Not in 2030, not in 2050, per Paris Agreement target date. Prove to all of you that not only we can solve climate change now, but also without shutting down oil pipelines or eliminating oil. That we need to educate those who are protesting around the world, demanding actions from political leaders. And we need to educate political leaders who are simply complying to protesters to appease their demands of those actions they're doing right now. Now, when I talk about fully developed program, I'm referring to transportation. And when I said transportation, I'm referring specifically to traffic congestions around the world. In the United States, this is a 29% piece of the pie or of the whole problem on gas emissions. Global, this is 65%, huge. And my fully developed program will fix all this at least 80%. Now, where do I come in? Look at the traffic congestion and highway deaths in America. $305 billion traffic congestion, $87 billion loss in productivity, $871 billion back in 2010 on traffic fatalities. That's 32,299 lives, 3.9 million injuries, and 24 million vehicles were damaged. That's in 2010. In 2016, traffic fatalities is 40,000 lives. I will estimate that at 1.3 trillion just in that year alone. What makes my program very unique is I am including gun violence in America, which is about more than $200 billion a year. And I believe about 38,000 lives, American lives. How is that possible? Look at this, Vision Zero. Part of my program also is to improve this. In Sweden, the highest rating they can give is 45%. That's very low. New York, in 2017, from 122, they were able to save only 22 lives. Los Angeles, since 2015, fatal crises actually have risen by 36%, meaning after spending millions of dollars, they came up with a negative 36%. That's the worst in the world. And I'll tell you this, no amount of money can fix this. It's not about money. Now, I'll give you as an example, Australia. You can see this. Here's the problem. This is an old one. This is 2017. Homelessness, domestic violence, 21.7 billion in 2015. And they estimate that this will be a Australian $323 billion by 2044 and 2045. And they're correct about that, because without my program, they cannot fix any of this. Same thing in the United Kingdom. Traffic jams, prison up, knife crime is up. They cannot stop all this without my fully developed program. What is this fully developed program I'm talking about? The conversion of police system from response to prevention system. The only one in the world. This book, you can purchase this at Amazon if you would like to understand the whole problem. And I was also developed traffic decongestion program. Now, I will not be able to develop this without this conversion. With this conversion, I was able to develop this traffic decongestion program. So, this is the most important. This is number one. This is number two. And this is applicable to anywhere in the world. Now, one effect of my program is on the current 28.8 trillion debt of the federal government of the United States. And you all know that we all have this, especially this. They're talking about this and they don't know how to fund it. President Biden would like to spend $3.5 trillion, but he would like to tax 21%, to raise the tax from 21 to 26% for corporations. And these are the negative effects if he does that. In total comparison, my fully developed program can show you how to spend $4 trillion for the infrastructure. That's about $800 billion for 5 years. But look at this. My program is designed to reduce or lower the 21% down to 10%. And these are all the benefits. Huge difference. Now, we're now in 2021. A 28.8 trillion debt of the federal government. That is about 115% of the GDP. If the government was not able to look at my program and implement it, this is the future of the American, all Americans, the entire country of the United States. The debt is going to be 195% of the GDP. And these are two major negative impact to the entire country and all Americans. So it's very important for all of you to remember this and make sure that you don't just simply vote between Democrats or Republicans, because either of the two, this will happen. You have to tell them about this program. Now, on corporations, when I said 10%, that's only good for the first 5 years. And it's getting better because on the 6th year, it will become 5%. That means a lot of corporations will be able to generate tremendous amount of profit and in return be able to create a lot of jobs in America. Just like what I said, 28.8 trillion debt will stop from growing and reset into a downward trend. Options available to the oil industry. This YouTube presentation is limited to just a few minutes. However, I can provide your company one full day of training. Your organization may adopt my program to protect your organization's objectives. I can provide the required presentations or trainings to represent your company in other countries, aside from the United States. And these are my guarantees. You will never find any other individual or team from any private or government institutions, including law enforcement, military, and intelligence agencies that can match my analysis, strategies, solutions, and programs. These solutions and programs cannot be developed by anyone else. Keep in mind that this is a one-time chance only to reverse all these serious national and global problems for humanity, economy, and environment. Thank you.